What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Truck Parking Clubhouse special Tuesday edition. I'm your guy, Lombard Trucking, aka Mike Lombard. You can reach me anywhere on the internet at Lombard Trucking. Great to be here. We are just over a week out from the Mid America Truck Show, and again, so that's kind of all we're going to be talking about. It's like Christmas time in this industry, and it's crazy because when January comes around, at least for me, it's been like the first thing on my mind is like really just can't wait for March because the energy behind this event is absolutely amazing. If you tuned in last night, me and Bad Reputation were really talking about how it's at the perfect timing as the season starts to change and the weather starts getting a little bit better for the industry and for the community to really rally together from all the crazy stuff that's just been going on throughout the past year. It's such a great time to get together. And so that's why we're going to be doing as much Matt's hype as we can as we go into it. And so I want to bring on to the clubhouse some of my good friends, the Corvette couple, who are going to be at Mid America Truck Show, and we are excited.
Yeah, we are excited.
We're excited.
Only 7 days away, and it's going to be actually my first truck show that I've ever taken in. So it's going to be exciting to get out and see the products, and also the custom trucks is what I'm definitely looking forward to.
Oh yeah, we've got some exciting content just planned around the whole show. But it's a truck show first, and it was kind of weird because it's truck show and like convention in one. You're going to be our tour guide.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great. So if people want to follow you, by the way, they could just search for the Corvette couple everywhere, right? On all social medias.
Yep. All our social media platforms.
Yeah. Yep.
So what I'd love to know is what's your road to the Mid America Truck Show look like? You're right now, I believe you said you're in Arkansas. What does the next week or so look like for you guys getting down to Louisville?
So we are doing just like a circle around the East Coast. We've been doing it in preparation for this show.
Yeah, we've been staying kind of this side of the country more or less. And again, we're in Arkansas. We're going to be heading back down to Tejas, and from there we're going to be leaving out to head up to Louisville.
Yeah.
So we're trying to stay Wednesday.
Yeah, we want to arrive Wednesday because all the parking starts. And again, just so much content that we want to make around the show itself to help other people come in. Because I know for our journey, when we started searching it, there was information about who was going to be there and what time stuff were, but not like where to park, what the amenities are. Just, I am an over planner. I'm definitely a type A.
I'm a wing it. So that sometimes it drives her mad because I could just be hanging out. She's like, what are we going to do? I'm like, I don't know. Let me get dressed and let's go.
and then I'm over here going, what are we wearing? What are we eating? What time do we have to be there?
So yeah, they just finding out what the parking is like, because apparently there's some events going on where the parking is, where they have the open field for parking. Is it paved? Is it not paved? We don't know that yet.
We don't know any of that. How the shuttle works.
Is there food trucks out there after hours? Because the hours of the show are kind of short.
Yep. So we're going to just, you guys are helping us out, figure things out. And then we're going to help everybody else try and do it from I guess you would call it a spectator standpoint.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I do know. So that's a good trip you're going to be taking. So you're going to be taking a load from Texas to Louisville, you think?
Somewhere within that region.
Yeah.
Within showing up within, the day or so we get there on Wednesday.
Yep.
Yeah, so we'll be ending up.
The joy of being company drivers is you have planners for that. So we just say we have to be here, and they're like, done.
Yeah, we were just at the yard actually yesterday, so we made sure that we talked to a couple folks, and we're like, hey, remember, we've already sent you the email. This is where we need to be. So it's definitely a load off of our shoulders, because we can be like, we'd like to be over here this date, and they make it happen.
They do.
It's been pretty nice.
Yeah.
I think it's incredibly important for company drivers to make it to Mid America Truck Show and I think companies should want to highlight it for their employees. So that's great that you're able to go. And I'm glad you're making content around it, because I think it's important for any company to send their drivers to this event, just because I think it has an effect on. I think there's a trickle down effect to it that it's the same reason why any corporate office has a corporate holiday party, or they plan some sort of social event. It's the same kind of thing. It's very well needed.
Yeah, I mean, it keeps you kind of grounded in the industry, and gives you the opportunity to step back and realize how cool this industry is. I mean, I think guys that have been in it for a long time, sometimes, I hate to say it, but they get jaded.
Yeah.
And there's, they end up kind of one of the unhappy faces on the road, I guess you would put it. So yeah, it gives you an opportunity to see it from the perspective of how cool this industry is. I mean, I stepped into it as a more or less second career, something I've wanted to do my whole life, and yeah, we love it.
Yeah. Yep. So for us, it's, I think when I look at it, because again, I'm analyzing everything I can, there is something for everyone. So between what's on the convention floor and what's on the show floor and everything, I'm like, we're going to see so much, and it encompasses everyone. So if people think it's just for owner operators or large, just come is what it really relates to me, is there's going to be something for everyone. And our journey in the trucking world is, I think, a little bit different than a lot of people, because like our name says in the Corvette couple, we were cars first, and now we're getting to see the US and the cars together. So sometimes it throws people off, but I know it threw the show producers off when we made our reservations. They were like, we don't do cars.
We're like, we know.
We're like, we know. Look at our page. We do trucks. We promise.
Yeah, you know, for the I always tell everybody, you got to do what makes you happy, otherwise it's work. And if you're hauling a product maybe that, or driving something that you don't like and you don't enjoy, from what I understand, there's a lot of recruitment going on down there. You can actually meet the people at the companies that make things happen, and you know, change the name on the door and maybe make yourself a little bit happier than what you currently are in your status. There's no reason to not be happy in what you're doing for a living.
Yeah. Yep. There's a lot of.
Yeah, that's the networking is a big thing we're looking forward to. Absolutely.
Yeah.
The networking, I'd say, is really important. I mean, I got my second company job from a driver I met at a receiver, or at a shipper that I was going to. It was a Walmart DC in Waco, and him and I were in line, like waiting to check in. We were both walking up to the booth together, and you know, drivers sometimes are looking for their next company, or maybe they're looking for their last company, something they want to settle with. And you know, you could search online all you want, but some of the best carriers you're not going to be able to find online. Some of those drivers you're never going to be able to meet in person. Again, this industry is so big, but once you come to these events and you find out and you listen and you hear other people's stories firsthand, and you meet them and you talk to them and you see how you guys are alike and similar, and you kind of like what he's doing, it kind of re-inspires, you know, just like reignites some motivation. Like, oh, this guy seems to be very well taken care of. Maybe I should try to pursue this. And it gets you out of your own kind of silo. And so, yeah, even from just the networking standpoint, that's why it's definitely a can't miss.
Yeah. And being able to see and touch the products firsthand.
Oh, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, that's going to be real cool.
So, and like you said, we've talked about it here, and you've been talking about the meet and greets and coming by the booths. It's so important, because you can do a lot on the internet, but you can never, I don't know what other term to say, but catch someone's vibe as to when you meet them in person. So we all have a persona online, and you only see the highlights online. So to meet someone in person and see how it fits, and again, touch the products, drive the trucks, do the things, it makes such a difference. And I'm excited for that part.
Yeah, she's looking forward to the test drives that they're doing over there.
Yeah.
Obviously we drive a Kenworth's PACCAR product, but I'm kind of hoping there's some other stuff out there. I wouldn't mind taking some other things for some drives. I know she wants to she keeps hearing how cool the interiors of the Volvos are.
Yeah, so I don't know how many they're going to have there, but I
know they get a lot of hate, but anybody who's ever stepped into one, step into one and check them out. It'd be hard to hate them after that.
Yeah. So we see a lot of those in like the racing industry, and so that comes from the car side of things, where just I want to see the show floor. Like, I really do. I've never been to a truck show, and we've picked up some places that have some really cool trucks, so I can't imagine that on steroids.
Yeah.
So when we're picking up like going by the beef places, I had to think of what they were called.
Oh yeah,
the bull haulers.
Haulers. Yeah,
I know what they're called.
Bull haulers and heavy haulers. They seem to have some of the sweetest rides out there by far.
Yeah.
And looking at just like some of the last year of Matt's entries, a lot of them were bull haulers or flatbed guys that just had some decked out rigs.
Yeah. Yep.
Those are always the best one. One of our other partners, Jamie, aka just another OTR guy. He's got probably one of the sweetest rides out there. He's got a little bit of a super sleeper himself. When he did it last time he came on the live stream, I got to get him back on here to do another tour. And yeah, it's decked out. And you're kind of right on the Volvo things, and I love. It's really great to And it's really great to see people argue about Volvos online, especially on TikTok. But it is true. I drove one too, and it's got the RV setup. Like you really can't beat the comfort in it.
Yeah. So I'm on the truck with him. Comfort's a big thing. I know the trucks are cool, but I got to have my accessories and my shoes. And we, again, our journey in this is a little different, which is why we've taken the path we have versus just straight into OO or anything like that. We get the opportunity to point on a map and say, we want to go here. And now with Truck Parking Club, we can be like, okay, we're going to park here, be secure. We get to go to this event and we're doing it together. So seeing some of those other trucks that put driver comfort first was just cool, because I didn't come from the industry, so I didn't know about the I don't know what you would call it, the tizzle between Peterbilt and Kenworth and the whole
well, it's just like Ford and Chevys.
Exactly.
Thing.
Yeah,
it's the same deal. I mean, everybody's got their brand.
I'm like, you know what I'm trying to say. Say it for me.
Transcends.
Yeah, the big cars and the I'm looking forward to seeing some of the ARIs, the big sleepers.
Those are exciting.
Those I see those things on the road. I'm like, that's what she needs.
That's what I need. The more space, the better.
Got to watch my front axle weight with this one on board.
It's fine. It's going to be fine. I use space bags.
It's close. We end up moving the fifth wheel hitch quite a bit.
But
no, they're a sight to see.
So there's a show truck that we really want to get a selfie with, and we need to figure out what his name is.
Which one is that?
You guys' new cab over.
Yes, the 1978. Yes, the International Transstar. As far as I know, as I've said, I believe it is still nameless.
Yeah, so that's exciting, because your love for trucks actually came from a cab over.
Yeah, I started out when I was a kid, riding with a family member, pulling cattle actually in old cab overs. His was first of all, was a 71 Pete, and then he ended up getting 86 or 87. So right before they actually stopped, producing them, bringing them out. He got one of the last final years of them. But yeah, they're just, the cab overs are great. Obviously the in and out of them every day is always.
I couldn't do it. Yeah. I learned that when I saw you guys at the Clubhouse when he was brand new. I looked at it and I went, we got to figure out where we're going to put a ladder.
And it's like the guys in the mid roofs and in the smaller sleepers, you learn to get dressed laying down.
Yeah.
Yeah, the coffin ones.
It doesn't work.
But they're cool to look at for sure.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you're a planner on it. I do got to give a quick shout out because we're talking about mats, and anybody who's tuning in live. Number one, I want to give a big shout out to Caden Murray, who says they're going to be at the show next week. So we're excited to see you, Caden. Definitely come stop by the booth, inside and outside. But there are some, for as much as it's a trade show, there's always an opportunity to learn something from some people. So I wanted to highlight, I know on Thursday they have some of the pro talks, and our good friend who would love all this hyped up Volvo talk, he has a fleet of Mack trucks, Jamie Hagan. He'll be talking about maximizing your operating ratio. That's at 12:30 on Thursday in the East Hall. And then our other good friends are going to be talking about everything to do. It's called all AI in the driver's seat, what to let go of to stay in control. So, and it's presented by Truck Stop with good friends Adam Wingfield and Nate Johnson from GLCS are going to be talking on it. And just wanted to plug those little pro talks in there for anybody who's looking to learn some info. But you said you're a planner. What does your itinerary currently look like?
Oh my gosh. So we're getting there Wednesday. And we're hoping to meet like all kind of everybody else who's setting up and that like get the feel of things. As someone yourself who creates content, the more you can do before the networking starts, the better. So hoping for Wednesday arrival, and then we're doing the opening breakfast, then the show, then the happy hour. Mm-hmm. This week we're down to outfit planning. So that's my big thing this week. And then Friday we're doing you guys' live. And I forget what Saturday is, but I'm hoping by Saturday we have everything kind of a feel and lay of the land where we can really spend some time, like he was saying, touching, trying and testing. We have a competition we're going to be running through the truck show.
Oh, which one's our favorite truck?
Yeah, the oldest one.
Oh, it's an internal competition.
Yep. So just a friendly competition between us. Some fun things with the Peterbilt and the Kenworth there. So just making a lot of TikToks and sharing as much as we can with everyone.
Let's go. And yeah, for anybody who's is watching our booth inside, we'll be live streaming throughout. On Thursday, we'll be we'll be doing similar format to the Clubhouse here, except we'll be at the truck show, just talking to anybody, any and everybody, especially including our partners who we work with there. So Thursday from 2 to 4, Friday from 1 to 3, and Saturday we'll do it a little bit earlier, just so people can experience the show. But 11 to 1 is how we're doing on the live stream, and also you mentioned happy hour as well. Thursday will be Truck Parking Club, and a multitude of other people will be at O'Shea's in downtown Louisville. It's kind of there's no party full, there's no kind of like tickets or invite. It's kind of been a tradition the last 4 years of heading there that first night, that Thursday night, because a lot of people Friday night end up going down to 4th Street Live, and that's where I'd say a huge chunk of people end up going with some of those events. So Thursday, if you are free, you're free to bring some of your friends. O'Shea's is a great place. There's appetizers, there's food you can get there. It's always a good time. So I'm really looking forward to Thursday as well.
Yeah, we've driven through Louisville several times.
Yeah, we've been through.
I keep saying there's a lot of places, you're like, we gotta stop.
Yeah, so I keep a list, and that's the planner in me. So I keep a list and where we want to go, and then I find where we can park nearby, and then just work it into our either off time or, hey, we have a 10-hour, we can make it 12. Let's go to this place and try it out or whatnot.
Which makes it awesome with the truck parking clubs around, because we can end up parking the truck somewhere we know is going to be secure, gated, and take off, go enjoy a day in a city somewhere. Yeah. We've taken advantage of that several times. Yeah.
Especially now with the amenities filter. That thing is spot on. I love it.
Now, kind of branching off from Mid-America, because Mid-America kind of kicks off the season of shows. Now, there's other conferences, I'd say, industry-wide that haven't, but for truck shows specifically, it being March, the weather's starting to change a little bit. It kind of kicks off the season of truck shows and events throughout the rest of the year. What's the next? What's the aftermath? What do you guys got going on the rest of the summer? It's the rest of spring, headed into summer.
We actually do a big 180 going into April.
Yeah, we do a big 180 going into April. So in April in Kentucky, we're
going back.
Yeah, we're going back same way almost. We're going to Bowling Green for the Corvette Bash, which is held at the museum, the Corvette Museum, which is right across the street from the plant. And they've got a lot of cool things going on. They've got tours of the plant. Right across the street from the Corvette Museum is actually what they call the NCM racetrack. So it's a National Corvette Museum racetrack right there. So you can go out and test drive brand new Corvettes if you want. Bring your own. They've got days where you can run your own on the track. And we're just excited to go see and check out all the cool things happening in there. And we're taking advantage of the Truck Parking Club. We're going to be parking at a Truck Parking Club there and lifting over to the show. So great way to get out and see that show.
So they kick off their season basically a month after the truck season kicks off. So all summer we're basically bunny hopping.
Car show,
truck show. And somewhere in there, I want to try and fit in a Disney or a Dollywood, and we got to go to Elvis. So the list is never ending, which is one of the best things about being on the truck together. So yeah, we go from truck show kickoff to Corvette kickoff. And then battle of who gets, what comes up next.
Yeah. So what truck shows were on the rest of your list as well?
So I know all the way in November, the big one that I've been focusing on now is that Big Car Invitational in Vegas.
In Las Vegas.
Because that's home base for us. So we're like, we probably should go west.
But then we got Kinley. We're going to do Kinley show.
We're the Kinley show. Yep. Yeah. And possibly Iowa 80 show.
Iowa 80 show.
And then there's that one in Texas.
That was at the racetrack too.
Is it? Or is that Galveston? You would know, that's your home base.
Yeah, there's a couple in Texas. I know Houston had one last. Houston has a truck show right at NRG next door to it. That was in, I believe, July. I think that one was in July, and then there is one up in DFW. I feel it's some. I'm not sure if Galveston does. Somebody else maybe who's watching live would know. But yeah, I was at Texas Trucking Show. Another one to put on your list. I got to see when it is. It might be too tight of a turnaround, but Large Cars and Guitars is in Bristol.
Yeah, and then there's the Smoky Mountain Corvette show. Mm-hmm. So like that one goes in between that one. And I messed up. The Galveston was a Corvette show. See, this is why I have a whole bag of calendars and the digital calendar and
yeah, large cars is
down the wrong road in a heartbeat.
Also, we were talking about going to a Mecum.
Oh, a Mecum, yep.
Yeah, we're gonna hit up one of the auctions this summer.
Yep.
Those are always fun to go to. They're like a car show in general, and again, you get to meet a lot of people in the trucking industry too, because
cars got to get there.
Exactly. There'll be 600 to 800 cars spread out all over wherever they're auctioning them off. And the craziest thing to me is always, if you ever get a chance to go down to Pebble Beach to go to the concourse show there on Sunday, every off ramp within, I'm going to say probably 20 miles into Monterey, there's just car carriers, enclosed car carriers backed up, waiting to pick up whatever somebody brought down there for the weekend or whatever somebody brought. So it's total, or even up at the racetrack, because that's a huge car event.
Yeah, so it's like a truck show and a car show in one when you get those really big events. And we've always met truck drivers who are just really wonderful at those. In fact, before we got in the industry, he used to spend a ton of time. We'd show the car, and then he'd talk to the car owners for the next few hours.
Well, those guys got cool jobs. I mean,
they do.
The product they're loading back into those things, and yeah, it's talk about handle with care. I mean, if you're rolling a $3, $5, $8 million, sometimes in these days $20 million car into one of the back of those trucks, you're gonna get yourself in some serious trouble if you damage
you're not good at your job.
One of those things.
Yeah. So we are definitely going to have to compare, because your guys are very good about sharing events with us too. So we have learned not only a lot from just how logistically we can get around the country from Truck Parking Club, but just the insight, because there is a ton of gatekeeping in this industry. And so that's been something we've always just wanted to be transparent with both our followers and with the people we surround ourselves with, that they're, you can ask questions and you're going to get a straight answer, and you're not going to get bullied or chastised for not knowing, right? Everybody started somewhere, and we've just really had really good support with that.
We have.
Yeah,
for sure.
So.
Very well said. I think that's something it's definitely needed. There's definitely some gatekeeping. I don't know if it's intentional. And the gatekeeping, I don't know if it's intentional or defensive sometimes as people do it, whether they're just weary from, people, a lot of, it's tough, especially the last 10 years. You think about it from the other side, people will gatekeep things because, there's a lot of fraud. There's a lot of people who've been ripped off. There's been bankruptcies. And so I can kind of see where that comes from. But the more just open and transparent people are, and that's what's incredibly important about what you guys are doing, going to those shows and networking, is when you actually go out. Again, nothing can replace that, the human interaction, like that group event, when you get together and find what you guys have in common in real life, which is why I don't fully buy into like AI and autonomous stuff, because I think it's just people's trust is going to be dissolve even more as people start talking to each other less. And we see it in freight. You're going to see it in other places.
Yeah. No, we love that personal connection. That's why we said we'd go on these adventures together. And there's really great people at everything they do in this industry. And we were like, where does this fit in for us, both with content creation and our lifestyle? And we said, you know what, we're just going to share what we do, so others that come after us, or others that are still in the industry, can go, oh, Matt's isn't this big scary event. Because it was, when we first started talking about it, we were like, oh my gosh, do we go? Like, at some point you have to go for the first time, and we don't know everything about it. So, and we won't after this first time, but we'll know more than we did last time. And hopefully it inspires somebody else to come next year, that you don't have to work for a big brand or whatever. You can just be any kind of person in the industry and show up, and showing up is the first step.
Yeah. And going on the AI thing, I mean, everything in this day and age being so AI controlled, even when you put your apps out there, your applications for who you want to work for.
Oh, yeah.
AI bases and controls a lot of that.
Everything.
I mean, sometimes it doesn't even land on the person's desk because you didn't put some word in there that got you selected before everybody else. So you never even got a second look. Where, going out to stuff like this and meeting people and seeing people, like you said, it keeps the personal touch in it. And, personalities will come through, and being able to answer questions that maybe you didn't answer right on the app, or things like that. Yeah.
Or you misunderstood what they were looking for.
Misunderstood what they were looking for. Yeah.
Yep. So we're excited about that.
We are excited.
Touching base with everybody and seeing people we've met on the internet. Like,
right.
I can't tell you how many times we've talked to you, and I'm like, I can't wait to meet him. I feel like we share such a happy and positive energy, and I'm excited for that. And other people who have followed us, and they're like, we're going to be there, even if you just show up for one day. We're like, come say hi, give us a high five. We're excited.
Yeah, we're real excited. It's going to be a good time.
Yep.
Yeah, even if people can show up for one day, and on the Clubhouse, I'm a little bit more poised because I want to, QB a conversation and keep it real. But at Mid America, I am just like, I'm talking a million miles an hour. Like, I'm hyped because I'm talking about things that I'm talking about truck parking, talking about truck parking club, just meeting people. Like, once I get in that environment, I mean, it's what I train for. Like, I'm very, very focused. I've been especially when I was still over the road, like I was really focused on fitness and mats. It's a 3-day event. I always say it's like, this is what I train for, is to like be on my feet, to have the endurance to go and to meet as many people, talk to as many people, and, just make as many people smile as I can. And I'm just going to be like fully like guns blazing. I mean, it's just a whole different atmosphere and energy that changes, and it gets better year after year, because again, you're going to go your first year, you're going to meet more people, you're going to meet people there, and then meet people over the next 365 days and go back, and it's just going to, the amount of people is going to double, and then you just keep compounding as the network grows, and so many people you want to see, and so many things happen between your life and their life, and then you end up seeing them at these shows every so often, and it's just like, it's the most fulfilling thing ever.
Yeah.
How many years have you been going for?
For the past 4 years.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
So like I said, you're our tour guide.
We've been training for it as well. We've been parking and getting out and taking more laps
and more walks. But you're gonna laugh at us by day 2 when my feet hurt. I'm like, I haven't gone, but I keep telling myself, I'm like, if we can walk Disney, we can walk Max. Yeah. I mean, we used to do car shows all the time, but you get out of practice, and so it's very inspiring to see you.
Yeah, the size,
keeping that motivation.
The acreage of this has got to be.
Yeah, it's like 1 million square feet. It's huge.
Well, we think about how big trucks are.
That's true.
Yes, doing a lot of walking.
I didn't really catch the relation until we really got into one, and I stood you next to one at 6'4". It's like, wow, okay, those are way bigger. You think they're big, but then yep. So, no, it's going to be great, and then it's also neat to see people at the truck shows, like you were saying, that network grow. I'm excited to see them sprinkle throughout the country when we pull in somewhere and be like, oh my gosh, it's you. We remember you from meeting you there. And I can already think of people who've been in our comments that they're going to be there, and I'm like, I can't wait to meet you there and then see you on the road, and all of us being successful and happy and positive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you're going to end up seeing those people. I'm looking at it now. Let's see. So there's 30 acres of parking. I want to see, because I thought I saw something on it. So it said, you could start parking there at 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday. Let's see. There is a shuttle service every 15 minutes, starting 1 hour before and ending an hour after mats each day. So just some info on that. Shuttle stops there, but also their DAT. I think DAT is sponsoring the parking. It says they invite all drivers to come by and get some coffee. I guess they'll be serving complimentary coffee and lattes from 9 to noon at the DAT tailgate tent. And I guess they'll have some cornhole down there. I believe that they're going to have some food. Yes, Thursday, 12 to 3, they'll be grilling some hot dogs. Friday, 4:30 to 7, I guess they're going to have some Zaxby. So there will be some food at the parking lot Thursday and Friday, 12 to 3, and Friday, 4:30 to 7, if you're looking for food while you're out there.
Yeah, we're hoping to see some of those. We've seen that too. And then also catch some local spots. It's great to hear about some of the places that you've experienced. Mm-hmm. We really like to support local. So that's been one. And because we're going right back to basically the same area a month later, we've been just kind of compiling this list, and we love our food.
We do.
And that's we get to see it all across the country. So.
We love to shop local and help spend money local, and that's the great thing about Truck Parking Club is, these are local owned lots, and they're people that are in the communities, and we're able to take advantage of parking somewhere safe, and they're opening up their properties for us, and it's a great partnership.
It really is.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about. I mean, you mentioned you're at one of our locations now in Arkansas, and you had met the property owners, what was that like?
So we had just pulled in, And she was like right there to, and I don't know that you're going to get that every time. We're here a little early because we specifically parked here to do this live. But I know she was very receptive when we made the reservation. And she was like, I can show you where the bathroom is. There's, she gave us all the amenities, that it's 24-hour security. There's someone on site. There's a repair shop. So just like that personal touch. And we've experienced that here. And even when we went to like Chicago, we were there up there for the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals. That lot. They're staffed.
They're staffed, and when the weather's good, they got a food truck right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great lot. We really enjoyed that.
Yeah, so to know like we are personally helping them help us. I would spend that money hands down every time. Rather, it's no different. And not that big businesses don't need to exist, they do. But when you can choose to shop small and see that correlation, like she was happy we were here, she appreciated our business, and I would do it again. And I will stand on that hill.
No, it's shop local basically. We're trying to keep the little guys out there and help the industry at the same time. I mean, there's no reason to go fight parking we all know after 7 p.m. That's it. If you're not parked and in a spot, chances are you're paying anyways to get a spot after 7 p.m. So, why not wheel over to somewhere that's going to support the local guy around and get a nice quiet sleep instead of
stressing that someone's going to hit you all night. I don't do that at all.
well, unfortunately, we've had a number of those incidents.
We have.
Yeah.
I have parking trauma.
Right. People backing into us. Knock on wood. It hasn't been me, but I've had enough people. Yeah, we've had damage on the truck quite a bit.
Yeah. So when we get those comments, and it happens to all of us who partner or ever promote something different or new, I never pay. I never this and that. The Truck Parking Club app is basically a small business network to compete with the other big kids out there that have that big funding and those big rewards programs, whatever. And not that they're not necessary, but there are times when you need a place to go to an event, which is what we use it for so often, or if we're running late because somebody took forever to load or unload. Like this, we knew we needed something quiet with Wi-Fi. We planned and we're here and everything went great. And we met this lovely family and their cute puppy. So, there's always a negative to everything, but we've just found really good positives.
Yeah. And a lot of these truck parking clubs we've noticed are at small repair facilities.
Yes.
So, you can meet somebody, hopefully build a relationship, and maybe down the road, you'll be supporting their shop as well. So you get, as we were saying, you kind of build trust on folks, and it's a great way to do it when they come out and meet and greet you right at their facility.
Yeah.
Because we had the same thing happen when we were in Texas. We met the gentleman there that they've got a repair facility right there.
I can't say we
had a truck parking club. Yeah.
Yep. I think we've just had such really good people, and it's all because of the app that they've gotten. I would have never found these people here. We would have never found the people in Texas. So just, you guys provide a service that is undeniable beyond even just the parking. It's the small business networking.
That's that soundbite right there, small business networking. And you kind of, it's hard to put like an actual value on what that, on kind of what that is. And I'm thinking there's a website that can link you with local plumbers and handymen and stuff. Maybe it's Ashley's List.
Angie's List.
That's right. And that's what I'm thinking of. And to think about it from that context, I had never even thought about that, because again, there's truck washes, other places. I mean, it's built on the philosophy of wanting to help people win. And I've been trying to figure out a way, and this is also why I want to do the live stream, to get this out there, because one of our other partners, Nate, G.I. Joe Trucker, anytime there's a local food place near one of our locations, he does the same thing. He supports the business that's in the area, which maybe a couple of years ago didn't get that traffic. They weren't getting that kind of random foot traffic into their place. And that's incredibly important. I've been trying to figure out a way to where we could highlight, we're adding 10 to 15 locations per day. So it's like, it's hard to know who has, but it's all, we list some places on the app with like, hey, this is within 1 mile, this is within this far, but like targeting, and I've been trying to put it in the captions when I repost the videos of like, hey, there's this food nearby. because it's like and again, do larger businesses and enterprises serve a purpose? Of course. I mean, that's why they're there. I mean, it's hard to imagine what life would look like without a Walmart or without, large truck stops or anything. Like at this point, you can't really put the lid back on that box. But
Right.
as you said, like if there's an opportunity for a small taco restaurant or what have you, that I mean, that it's a family guy who probably owns it. It's not a holdings company or a collective enterprise. It's really great. And thinking about the stress of parking, I remember when my own, and this is, and I feel bad saying this, but I was still over the road when my grandmother had passed away, and this is up in Connecticut. I'm in Texas, and just in like the first reaction should be like, I got to get there as soon as I can. But one of the first things that clouds my mind is how am I going to get there? One, because it's like, when it comes to like I couldn't really fly. I wasn't in a position to do that. I had just got my own truck and I was, hauling loads off the load board. And like the thought on my mind is if I get back to Connecticut, where am I going to park? And it's like, that's the first thing on my mind for a funeral that I have to attend. And it's like that alone, I mean, there's really no other job in the country where like the first thing in your mind is, man, where am I going to park my car if I've got to go to somebody's funeral? And I feel bad saying that now where it's just like, or to go to my own grandmother's funeral, like I'm thinking about parking, but that's how important it is, because where are you going to go? Where are you going to park it? Where is it going to be safe? How are you going to get there? And just for that to be on your mental load as not just a driver, but an employee of any company, I mean, it's completely unnecessary. And so it's great that, you're able to plan out almost your entire year of what you want to do, because of this network you're able to leverage.
Yeah, when we learn of events, the next thing we do, we open up Truck Parking Club, open the app up. Okay, how close is it? Where is it at? And is it a big enough city where hopefully we can get a lift, or what do we?
Yeah, and just even like the app's always growing. The locator service.
Yeah,
if we're not sure, we just hit the where are we, and
15 a day. Congratulations, guys. That's amazing.
Awesome, and it's so helpful.
Yeah.
And there's so much of a need for parking. So anybody who says, it's a competition, there's not. Just like we need more drivers, there's always a need. Everything is growing. So everything serves its purpose and everything has its time and place. And it's just like when we talk about mats, everybody should go. It's not just for one particular part of the industry or not. Just go. Just try it, and you will find it eases so much burden from both, like you were saying, your mental load and living outside of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
Like the amount of times we tell people who are like, oh, I haven't take a 34, find a truck parking club, go do something local. Yeah. We used one to go on that Amish, the buggy ride. The amount of things I could say that we've gotten into just because of truck parking club.
What was the name of that city up there? Intercourse.
Yeah. Don't flag us, YouTube.
Right. But that's the name of the city.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. But yeah, cool little Amish town. Went to what they call it, Kettle Kitchen or Kettle?
Yep. Kettle Kitchen.
Kettle Kitchen up there.
Kitchen Kettle.
Kitchen Kettle. What's that? Amish area up there. Yeah, found a truck parking club and did a horse and buggy ride, and
and that was just on a quick break.
And it's not like trucking was back in the 70s, 80s, even into the early 90s. The restaurants and stuff aren't there anymore. A lot of these places have taken the lounges out.
Yeah.
So guys being able to, hang out and talk to other folks, you're stuck in your truck, and to be able to get out and talk to other people and be human for a while, it's definitely important. That's for sure.
Well, and see the country you are basically
Yeah.
moving freight for.
Yeah, you're feeding and
yeah. Why are you going coast to coast if you can't see it?
Right.
And I like seeing the mom and pop shops that have joined the app, because now they're competing again they're on a more competitive edge than those who are just using the singular brand apps. I would pull into a mom and pop shop with a truck parking club there, because I know that's going towards them having someone there cleaning the bathrooms, paying the taxes, all of those things. And if that person came out and asked me for $20, I would be like, here you go. You have this facility. Great. This just allows us to see them and to support them. And we've optimized it. I forgot about the buggy ride, and the list is just going on.
The same guys that always talk about, oh, I never pay for anything. I won't pay for parking. Those are the dudes that if you do get lucky enough into these big chains and you park somewhere, that's probably some of the gentlemen that you got to bang on their windows, get them to move their ride because they've creatively parked in front of you and you're trying to leave at 3 a.m. and you can't go.
Yeah, G.I. Joe trucker pointed one of those out just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that was such a great, just spot on video.
Yeah, we parked early the other night at a major chain, and that's the first thing I do if there's available parking.
He looks around on how we could get stuck.
Who's going to block us in, and where are they going to block us in from? And you pick a spot that can't happen, especially when you know you got to roll out early. Yeah. But when we woke up the next morning, it was chaos. Yeah. It was there were 3 stacked, and no, thank you.
Hands down, this is better.
$15 if you're a company. Most times it's a write-off, or excuse me, the company reimburses you if you're an owner operator. It's just part of the expense of doing business, and it is a write-off. I mean, yeah. Why guys don't take more advantage of it sometimes?
I think some of it's a learning curve too.
Maybe.
So as more we get those restaurants showing, because we've had some good food. I was just thinking about the one we used in was that North Carolina? Where did we have the chicken? That we walked across the street. Yeah. See, I have so many truck parking.
Right outside of Raleigh. We're right outside of Raleigh,
North Carolina.
It was Super Bowl Sunday too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These guys have fantastic fried chicken.
Awesome chicken.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you guys figure out how to add that in, we'll keep adding it to our
Absolutely.
stuff.
We'll let you know what we find around.
For sure. I think it's worth expanding on, because I mean in some of the descriptions it'll list kind of some restaurants that are nearby, but yeah, if there's a better way to actually highlight or just better communicate those amenities, I think it's incredibly important, because it just makes the parking location more attractive. And as you said, there's those people, they say I never pay for parking. It's like, hey, good. It's like, this isn't. We're not trying to get everybody to do that. That's the point. That's the point. It's a tool if you need it. Like, you use it when you want it. Like, I know my parents have never stayed at an Airbnb before. They're going to stay at hotels, and there's people who I'm sure like that. And Airbnb knows that not everybody's going to pay for, some apartment or some random guy's house. Like, we understand that, like, some people are accustomed to how they want to do business, how they want to drive, and that's great. But as you said, like, there could, like, if you want, if you don't mind the same food options at truck stops and this and XYZ and going to the same thing over and over, then that's your prerogative. But if you do want to get outside of the comfort zone, see something new, travel someplace, get a different restaurant, XYZ, it's like that option's out there.
Yeah, because I mean, there's only so many roller dogs, pre-made cheeseburgers, or chicken that you can actually.
Yeah. And speaking on the stuff in the comments, that chicken place that we were talking about, people say use Google, see what's around you. Those people didn't have Google. They didn't have any reviews. It was strictly they were packed, but it was word of mouth. And if it wouldn't have been for the truck parking club partner before us, that was a mouthful, who put it in their review. Because I look, when we go to a place, I see, what other people have told us. Again, the planner in me, they said, walk across the street, you will not regret it. We would have never found it, because I tried to look them up on Google to see hours and stuff, and they didn't exist.
Yeah, it was like,
but we showed up and they existed.
It was just a little deli kitchen out of the back of a gas station / liquor store. Yeah, and it was great.
Yep.
So I would have never found it.
A popular saying in the Austin area is the best places, like the places the locals go, the best places in Austin are the places, are literally the places you can't find. Like, you can't just look them up. There's no influencer who's made a video about it or anything. Like, it's straight word of mouth. Like, you find out about this taco place, this bar, this little like nook and cranny type joint, and that's where the locals, that's where they've been going for the past 30 years. But there's nothing on Google. Maybe they take cash only, whatever it might be. Those kinds of spots. It's the same thing nationwide.
You're rolling through Mesquite, Texas. Speaking of cash only, gotta stop at Fuel City.
Oh yeah, the Fuel City tacos.
They're fantastic.
It's not you have to use the parking club nearby, but because they only have a limited thing. But those are, again, cash only tacos, but they're so good.
Oh man, they're
Speaking
good.
of Texas. So yeah, that's just one of those things you wouldn't get. And I don't know that we would enjoy being on the truck as much if we didn't have an app like this. And I think that's why we were so, like I was not even on the truck for 2 weeks, and I was messaging you on Instagram like, hey, well, tell me more.
That was a big question that I had for different companies and stuff. So
oh, yeah.
when we get time off at home or we go somewhere, what do we do with the truck? And there's a lot of companies that are out there that it's like, well, we issued you the truck. It's your truck, your problem. So the owner operators, like you were saying, you felt that pain when you were like, okay, well, I'm going to go to you got to go to a funeral, and now you got to find somewhere to put your truck for a few days, because the days of just ditching it in a parking lot somewhere.
I mean, those still happen. That's where we see local drivers, and I'm like, if you're a local driver, you should have a local parking, but that's another battle. And then other places are just monthly. So you guys.
Yeah, you guys fit a bill that's definitely needed.
Yep, and we're enjoying it thoroughly. Yeah.
Be able to drop in and spend a few days in different areas. Or I'm glad to see every time I see you guys are open up things in the Las Vegas area. We're always happy.
Yeah, we've already got a couple that are on our list when we get to go. It's not that we don't get time off, because we do, obviously.
We do. We just spend it
away from home.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here to be an expense and to see America with you.
Mm-hmm. You do a good job on the expense.
I try. He ain't seen nothing yet. You got all that truck shopping at Matt's. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and we've got a bunch of new swag that'll be there as well. So for anybody else out there, we've got some good new swag that's going to be coming. I'm pretty sure we got some new hats as well. So for you guys and for anybody who stops by the booth, we got some great merch to take back out with you while you're out there.
I need some truck parking bows. I don't wear hats, but I'm gonna have the first truck parking club bow.
I'm gonna have to Hunter. This is it. Hunter will be at the truck show, and I'm telling you, that guy, he is a jack of all trades when it comes to all things merch. And you tell him you want a bow, he's got his own custom cowboy hat with the thing.
I'm
jealous. They can take a lanyard and make it into a bow.
Yes.
I know they got lanyards.
They do have lanyards. We're gonna get creative, and we have, like I said, next week it's here, and to the next couple days is outfit planning and finalizing. Like I said, we just picked our time to hang out with you guys on Friday.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, we're stoked. I appreciate you wanting to come on the Clubhouse and hype it up. We've been jazzed about Mid-America Truck Show for the past few weeks, especially with the cab overcoming. So, hey, thanks for coming on here, and hopefully I'll be able to sneak on and come live with anybody else. And of course, I'll be back next Monday as well. But we're excited to see you at Mid-America Truck Show next week. And guys, I want to appreciate anybody who tuned in to the live stream. A little special edition on a Tuesday. If you're out there, again, if you've listened throughout the last 48 or so minutes, Corvette Couple, you can follow them anywhere on social media. Just look up the Corvette Couple. They are a beacon of infectious positivity in this industry, who are showing you some of the best parts of the country that you might want to visit. They want to help try to leave this industry better than they found it, and that's what we do at Truck Parking Club. So if you need parking tonight, again, that's what we do. We help truckers save time and fuel by being able to instantly reserve trucking anywhere across the United States, and you can use their code TCC20 to get $20 off your next booking. But with that, we'll see you guys next week, and we're about a week away from Mid-America Truck Show. But that'll do it. You guys stay safe. Hammer down. Thank you, guys. Let's go.